Hey, welcome to the channel. Today I'm about to do a reaction on how strong is Pretty Cure. Uh, I don't know how strong is Pretty Cure, but I was told, to check. Well, I was asked to check this out because I don't know, got some similar feats or similar fighting scenes to of that of Dragon Ball Z, and we all know I love me some Dragon Ball Z, but yeah, I've never heard of this anime called Pretty Cure. So if there's some things that I should know. I'm sorry, but overall, I came here with the to compare them to, of course, the animes I've watched so far, and the strongest being, Dragon Ball Z, Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and all of that, and then the rest being, Demon Slayer. I can't really count that because they're a little too weak. Jujutsu, they're kind of still too weak. You get what I mean? A lot of these motherfuckers are still weak, but hopefully there might be some that there's just that strong. So I'm gonna start off with Yamcha, Krillin, Tenshinhan, Piccolo, Gohan. I'm not gonna count Trunks. Vegeta, Vegeta, Goku. Just this little bit. Goku, and then we're gonna see after that. I don't know. Broly? Should I count Broly? I'm gonna count Broly, but yeah. Maybe then I'm gonna add Beerus and every motherfucker if these girls or guys or whoever just get a little too out of hand. But yeah, with that said, let's just hop into it.
Even girls want to rampage. Those were the words of the producer of Futari wa Pretty Cure, Takashi Yoshio, when he knows that both boys and girls dream of saving the world when they're young. With this in mind, Pretty Cure became a physical combat match girl show, and it was this aspect, along with being a great show, that took what was originally
Okay,
supposed to be
maybe
a
I'm stretching, but this low-key remind me of the thing that they did for Goku when he was I'm not sure if this is it. Maybe I'm just looking for those scenes, but this just remind me of when Goku was about to turn into a Super Saiyan God, but I don't know.
26 episode series and turn it into an ongoing multi-billion-dollar franchise. I thought I should honor that aspect of the franchise and power scale Pretty Cure. There are a few things to get out of the way before I actually start the scaling. First of all, what is power scaling?
You know what power scaling
Well,
is.
you can probably tell from the title of the video, but it's about determining the strength, speed, and abilities of characters. The abilities would be mostly ones that pertain to combat, and strength is usually expressed as attack potency. To get what I mean when I say attack potency, imagine there's a guy who takes a nuke to the face and it doesn't even scratch him. Then you come up to that guy and one-shot him. That means
Yeah,
your punch is more powerful
than
than
a
a nuke,
nuke.
despite
Yeah,
the fact that you didn't cause
yeah.
any nuke size.
Some think that just cause it's like okay, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna say it's like planet busting, bro. It's like, of course, a lot of anime's characters at this point can destroy planets, but just because I punch you doesn't mean the planet got it destroyed. It's just it got enough power to destroy one or a universe or a galaxy, all of that. Not because he hasn't done it. It's like Krillin. He can't destroy it just because he hasn't done it doesn't mean he can, bro. He's way too he just can at this point.
Explosion. Power scaling can also just be used to rank in-universe without the need to say exactly how strong or fast a character is. To keep it pretty Cure related, I don't need to know what tier of strength Cure uses in order to know that she was the strongest sweet Cure for most of the series. If you want more examples
Universal
of power
Galaxy,
scaling,
what
I
is where
recommend
she at?
watching Seth the Programmer and his compatriots, as he was the one who got me into power scaling. For Pretty Cure, durability equals attack potency,
Okay, so you also
at least
watch
for
Sith.
physical attacks, and power increases tend to boost AP and speed by the same amount. This can be seen by the fact that usually the opponent who is overwhelmingly stronger than the Cures is also faster than them. There are also power-ups, notably the two I'll talk about later, that flat out say both strength and speed were increased. There are a few exceptions to that, such as the Red Heart Seed from Heartcatch only providing a speed boost, and a boost in Doki Doki, which I will mention further into the video.
Okay.
The other order of business is which team am I going to cover? I mean, there are over 55 cures, and going over each of them would take forever. To keep things simple, I'll primarily go over
Okay,
the
my
original.
bro. I'm sorry if this is not the reaction you were expecting or going for, but then again, I have never seen this anime before, so I don't know. I'm still kind of intrigued, by how strong they are, but you know, I'm just waiting for that moment.
Two cures, Black and White, but we'll also cover Shiny Luminous, who joins the team in Maxheart, and it's why the three of them are referred to as the Maxheart team. I'll also give some of the scaling for the All-Stars movies, which in turn will scale the other cures. For those unfamiliar with the franchise, the All-Star films are the crossover films of the different Pretty Cure teams. The Maxheart Cures are usually portrayed as the strongest team, though even if you don't believe that, the main takeaway is that they do scale to the other teams, and said teams are usually scaled up in power for these films. An example of being scaled up is that the Heartcatch team were around planet level, give or take, in their own series, but then they are portrayed as being above the Maho girls, who were able to easily deal with a being who had the power of the sun. Lastly, some of the topics I'll bring up here require a lot of explanation.
I mean,
for the sake of not making the video longer than it needs to be, I'll link the full explanations of 3 of these topics in the description, while providing
hold up. So much, how much increases to get straight to the phone. Well, hold up, bro. Hold up. You know what? I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. I don't know. Wait. Oh, so they're what? Wait, they're wait. I might just universal. They're a universal level threat, but then again, shit, man, who wasn't a universal level threat in the Boo saga? So yeah, Naruto I don't know. I haven't seen enough of Naruto to see if it's a universal level threat. OPM, of course, yeah, yeah. I mean, the weakest universal level threat I can think of right now is Trunks or Gohan. Trunks or Gohan, one of the two. So all I'm saying is, yeah. Oh, Gotenks. Okay, I'll say Gotenks. He's already universal. Boo is one. So he kind of strong though.
Ones in the video. With all that said about out of the way, let's get on with it. According to the Pretty Cure Encyclopedia Volume 1, becoming Pretty Cure grants the girls dozens of times the power of normal human.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, that's not the end of it. Girls are clearly above dozens of times the strength of a normal person, though to be fair, it never specifies how many dozens that increase is. It's kind of like Superman's faster than a speeding bullet saying. It's not wrong, but it doesn't fully encompass what they can do. Nagisa and Honoka are Cure Black and Cure White respectively. Unlike most other Cure teams, they need to be together in order to transform. They also need to be together in order to use any of their special attacks.
That kinda sucks.
That being said, they are strong by themselves and can enhance their own punches/kicks. Being apart will not weaken them, and neither will them arguing. In fact, the first time they had a fight, they actually made a stronger attack. That being said, Nagisa did say they were stronger once they actually became friends. My point is that their powers aren't that affected by emotions, as seen in the second Maxar movie where their argument didn't make them weaker, it just messed up their teamwork. So whether they be strangers in a fight, or lovers, their powers wouldn't vary that much. Together they can make barriers, though based on other cures and...
Wait, so that's a dude? I was still thinking in my head, is this a dude? You know, it's just, I don't know, but at first I thought this was going to be like, you know, that bullshit of like, I mean, you know, of we're stronger together, lovey-dovey-ish, we're stronger if we love each other more, but weaker if we argue. I'd say that's something bull, but what if we had an argument just now about who fucking was supposed to clean the dishes and a villain just show up, then what? It's like, then we're done. But overall, I can see that they're still strong, you know, alone individually. So
things that happen in All-Stars, they can likely make smaller barriers individually. They can breathe in space, punch non-corporeal beings like when they hit Cage, who was a natural shadow, and have natural healing. One aspect that future series introduced was that if a cure took enough damage, she would demorph. That doesn't seem to be the case for Black and White, considering some of the beatings they've taken.
Okay, so that's like Ultra Ego
Loki. When they fought the Dark Witch. They can also move in frozen time and to multiple levels. What I mean is, the Splash Star cures were shown to be able to move around freely in frozen time even when untransformed. Then in Hugto, they were frozen in time, and it was only when they transformed that they could move around.
Oh,
So yeah, all Pretty Cure can move around when time is stopped. Neat. They should also have a...
kind of OP, low key, but I mean, how much can they do in a frozen time thingy? You know, once time is frozen, how much damage can they truly do or dish out?
absorption
A
resistance going
lot,
off
but
of the Fresh Cures and Cure Echo. Both the Fresh Cures and Cure Echo
depends
were
on the
able to
enemy.
resist being absorbed by fusion. Very notable in Cure Echo's case, as we saw how fast that absorption could be. On to their special attacks. Their main attack in the original series is the Marble Screw. They come together to create a beam with power exceeding any of their physical attacks. How much stronger is unknown, however, as Black and White are equals and this is a combination of their powers, you could say it's 2 times stronger, but that is just speculation.
Okay.
Next is Rainbow Therapy, which isn't really an attack as it purifies possessed people. After that is the Rainbow Storm, a beam attack far stronger than the Marble Screw that they use when they wear the rainbow bracelets.
Oh.
Once they got their powers back in Max Heart, they came back stronger than ever, and the Marble Screw was upgraded to the Marble Screw Max. Using the Sparkle Bracelets, they can produce an even stronger attack with Marble Screw Max Sparkle. With their new teammate, Shiny Luminous, they can do the Extreme Luminario and the Extreme Luminario Sparkle. Speaking of Luminous, let's go over her. As the Dark King was about to die for the second time, he let out one last attack to mortally wound the Queen of Light. To prevent her death, she split her life into different beings, one of which is Hikari Kucho. With Poron, she becomes Shiny Luminous. As you can tell by her name, she isn't actually a cure, though is treated as one retroactively.
Okay.
She's on par with base Black and White, and was possibly more powerful than them at first, considering she moves so fast they thought she disappeared. People sometimes think she's weak, but this isn't actually true, and more so due to her nature about not fighting, though she will fight if she needs to, such as when she kicked the Sakena. She has the powers of the Queen of Light, meaning she has the power of light and can heal people. She was the first Pretty Cure member to have barriers be her specialty, providing her much more defense than Black and White ever could. She also has her attack, the Heart Heal action. This paralyzes opponents, leaving them open to further attacks. It is possible that it actually does damage to much weaker opponents, as it did seem to defeat many cages in New Stage 2.
Okay, so from what I'm picking up is they could probably kill Tenshin Han. We're already at Tenshin Han. I'm already seeing, yeah, they bodied Krillin. Tenshin Han right now is, yeah, hey, I'd say, I'm not saying that struggle with Tenshin Han. Tenshin Han is pretty strong, but overall, I'm still thinking, yeah, they're fighting hard. Ooh, Cell. Cell could kill them right now, is what I'm saying. They're strong, but Cell could take you guys down. There we go. There we go.
Though it
So
is
far,
possible
from what I'm seeing for now at least, but that's what I'm thinking. If you were opposing that Cell couldn't, just let me know, give me a reason why. But then again, they did say they're a universal threat, but was it this one or was it a different one? But if it's this one, because remember, they said there were three and they did a crossover and shit. So, but if it's these ones that are still a universal level threat, then I'd say Gotenks. Gotenks could probably body them. Or at this point in time, I'd say Super Saiyan. Nah, hell no. Base Goku. I'm just playing. I don't wanna sound petty and all that. But I'd say they could die to Gotenks at this point in time. Gotenks is dropping them.
that was a special case, with it being a shadow against an attack powered by the power of light. With Poron's sister Lilun, Luminous is amped by the power to create and can use the Heart Teal Brooch to create stronger barriers. That is the Max Heart Cures. The Cures also have power-ups. I'll be focusing on the ones that they have easy access to, rather than the situational ones. To get those out of the way, Gold Forms powered them up, Phoenix Form was far superior to Sparkle Bracelets, and the Rainbow Form is far superior to that. Their original power-up was the Rainbow Bracelets, and their second, which they still have to this day, are the Sparkle Bracelets. Both enhance speed and strength considerably. The Rainbow Bracelets gave them the power of light, and the Sparkle Bracelets gave them the power to create. The Sparkle Bracelets are superior to the Rainbow Bracelets, and this can be determined through reasoning. Poron was the one who granted the Cures the Rainbow Bracelets, and even then, he didn't put all his power into it until the final battle against the Dark King. In Max Heart, he got stronger, and yet when they faced off against Baldes, Poron granting them the power of the rainbow bracelet.
I'm sorry, bro, but this is the guy that they were fighting. But then again, you can't underestimate them looks. You might think they weak, but they're actually stronger than that. But I don't know, bro. He just seemed a little too soft to be fighting. But I don't
And
know.
even then, he didn't put all his power into it until the final battle against the Dark King. In Maxheart, he got stronger, and yet when they faced off against Baldez, Poron granting them the power of the rainbow bracelets, which he should still be able to do, was never even considered, and instead they sought out the sparkle bracelets. You could even consider the Extreme Luminario to be stronger than a full power Rainbow Storm, as it had the additional power of light that Hikari provides. In which case, that is more proof of the sparkle bracelets being grander than the rainbow bracelets, as the sparkle bracelet cures scale above the Extreme Luminario. But how much does it power them up by? Nagisa does make a statement about it giving them 100 times the energy, but this is followed up by her saying a nonsense number, so it's not exactly the most reliable of statements. This requires more of a breakdown. Back in the original series, the Cures faced the 3 Seeds of Darkness. The Seeds were stronger than the Cures, stole the Prism Stones to get massively stronger, and then proceeded to fuse together into a being known as Majin. The Seeds were about the same in power, so that would be at bare minimum a 3 times multiplier. But fusions in fiction tend to produce a being far greater than the sum of its parts.
Yoshi! I'm
Here is
sorry,
no
bro. I'm
exception,
sorry,
as
bro. You already know, bro. Vegito, he my favorite character there. Weirdly, he my favorite Saiyan of everyone else. Bro, I'm just Team Vegito all the way. Goku, who? Vegito, who? I fucking love fusions. I'm not gonna lie. So when I heard they fused here, I was kind of like a little excited. So
power,
you
so that
know,
would be at bare minimum a 3 times multiplier.
yeah.
But fusions in fiction tend to produce a being far greater than the sum of its parts. Pretty Cure is no exception, as while there was that one case where it was simple addition, we also have Infinity Silhouette, the fusion of the
Wow,
four
why,
Arcatch Cures.
y'all just did addition? We did multiplication, bro. You power times he power equals big power. You guys just got 1 plus 1. Come on, bro. That, I guess, not to make them overpowered, but at the same time, it's like, I guess some people focus on the strength and some people focus on the story aspect, but sometimes some do both. But
Power was far above what simply combining the Cures would have granted. The Cures with the Rainbow Bracelets beat up this fusion, then they got Poron's full power to beat the enhanced Dark King. The Sparkle Bracelets should be superior to an even stronger version of the full power Rainbow Bracelets. Yeah, Sparkle Bracelets are very powerful, and that 100 times statement is actually looking like it might be a bit of downplay now, huh? The Cures certainly do
hey,
not
yo,
lack
I'm
when it
sorry if I
comes to speed.
misinterpreted shit. Like, if I said stuff that, like, were just completely incorrect, I'm sorry, please correct me. Because, like I said before, I'm just trying to gain as much info as possible and compare them to one of the strongest people I know. So,
In fact,
yeah.
despite being warriors of light, light is pretty much a snail to them. Yes, fictional characters can move above the speed of light. They aren't limited like we.
Yeah, like, they
For some
all
context
can
as
move
to
at
how
that
fast the speed
point.
of light is, light can travel around the Earth 7.5 times in 1 second. Now let's look at some of the light feats that the franchise has. Fresh had Cure Peach moving faster than a camera flash, while Heartcatch had Cure Marine intercepting a camera flash and Cure Blossom dodging a beam of light. The Maho Girls has their Diamond Eternal attack launching enemies into the depths of space in seconds, and their Eternal Rainbow attack which was able to send Desmost flying into another galaxy in 26 seconds.
Sheesh.
Assuming this galaxy was the Andromeda Galaxy, which is the closest galaxy to our own, then the attack would be moving at over 3 trillion times the speed of light.
Sheesh.
I also want to quickly mention a speed feat from the Maho Girls manga. The manga are separate continuities from the anime, so it won't be used in the scale, but I thought it would be
Okay.
nice to bring up. In the manga, Liko, and yes, it's Liko and not Riko, uses magic to move the stars in order to ask Mirai on a date, to which Mirai answers the same way. This is a powerful feat, but let's focus on the speed. Liko moved 44 stars, and we see from Mirai's answer that the stars moved in the same panel as she cast the spell. Using the average speaking rate and my own test, Liko's spell would have taken about 4 seconds to say. Assuming they were the closest 44 stars to Earth, not counting the sun obviously, then the magic would be going nearly 106 million times the speed of light just to reach the last star, let alone moving them. Star Twinkle has the Cures match up against Arborn's spaceship mech and face many spaceships in the Star Twinkle solo film. That would mean they would have comparable speeds in their base, let alone Twinkle Imagination and Twinkle Style. Yes, I know they use Twinkle Style in the movie, but the Iron fight shows that their bases are comparable in speed to spaceships. And yes, The
Hold up,
ships are
hold up.
fast.
What? They
It's not
also
just
did
twinkle
keep up
style.
in base or some
Yes,
bitch?
I know they used twinkle style in the movie, but the Iron Fight shows that their bases are comparable in speed.
They also did keep up in base in the movie, like, okay, like in this scene. Okay. God damn, bro. So far, it's like, yeah, that's a very impressive feat. Could Cell move that fast? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen anyone scale Cell. Of course, everyone else has moved at that pace, but has I surely, yeah. You know what? Let me just see more. Let me just gain more
Spaceships. And
info,
yes,
and then
the
I'ma
ships are
see.
fast. It's not just them warping the distances. It was specifically mentioned only Fuwa and Darkness have warping capabilities that grand, meaning the ships are physically traveling most of these distances. So how fast are these ships? Well, it is mentioned they can travel to distant galaxies, and more relevant is that Earth is mentioned as being at the edge of the universe by lava. The Starry Sky Galaxy is where the Star Palace is, which is where the Star Princesses reside. It is there they created the universe, so it can be seen as the center of the universe. Ships travel from the Starry Sky Galaxy to Earth in what seems to be under a day. This would result in speeds in tens of trillions of times the speed of light. All of the speeds I just mentioned would be upscaled when put into the All-Star films, as even cures who do not have any faster than light feeds can keep up.
Okay, I don't think. I mean, with instant transmission, yes, but just in general, I don't think Cell. Yeah, Cell hasn't moved that fast. I don't know. I don't have time to scale them, so I genuinely don't know because they do say in Dragon Ball they're moving really really fast, but they just slowing it down so you can see the whole thing properly. But overall, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I know everyone else definitely has after the Boo saga, but I don't know.
With and are faster than some of these cures. It's the same as the power example I mentioned before. So black and white scale to that, and that's it? Not quite, as they have the best speed for themselves. Before he dies for the first time, the Dark King launches the Seeds of Darkness from the Dark Zone to Earth in a matter of seconds. He does a similar feat as he is dying for a second time and launches an attack from Earth to the Garden of Light. So, how far are these locations from Earth? We don't know exactly, but we can get a pretty good idea.
Okay.
They should be around equal distances from the Earth due to light and dark being two sides of the same coin, as it were. On the official toy website for Futarawa Pretty Cure, the character profiles for both Meppel and Meppel refer to the Garden of Light as being in another dimension. The specific word used in Japanese is Jigen, which, by looking at other properties like Tenchimuya and Neptunia, is referring to the universe.
他の星ではなくて異世界です。別の次元なんですが。
What?
こことは別の次元にここととてもよく似た世界があるということを。そうです。異次元なんてものは理論上は無限にあるわけで、ですから。
So the main Pretty Cure universe would consist of 3 universe-sized realms. This point could be a bit contentious, so I'll quickly go over why it should be used. First, this is from the official Toei website and no other official material specifies the location of either the Dark Zone or the Garden of Light. Light novels are untranslated, so maybe there's something there, but nothing in the guidebooks, which I know thanks to a friend, as well as online translation tools. Secondly, it doesn't contradict the series. Some might point to some statements referring to the universe near the end of the first series, but this is actually quite like Dragon Ball, which is also by Toei. In Dragon Ball, Universe 7 is composed of multiple universe-sized realms, and yet when Goku and Beerus nearly destroyed all those realms, the old Kai referred to one universe. Thus, referring to the Pretty Cure universe as just the universe does not dismiss the fact that it consists of several universe-sized realms. Third, them being separate universes would explain the whole 1 day on the Garden of Light equals 100 years on Earth, as they occupy different time spaces. Before Poron's presence.
Man, if you don't get that fake ass fucking hyperdimensional hold up, let me try again. If you don't get that fake ass room of spirit of time, fake ass hyperbolic time, but then again, it's a different fucking planet. It's like Namek. Jesus, bro, you're stupid for that. Bro.
Them anyway. Lastly, Fresh Pretty Cure supports this by introducing us to parallel worlds. Inside one world, there are many worlds. The example shown is 2 mirrors facing each other and love's reflection being reflected many times, if not an unlimited amount, which I'll talk about later. Each parallel world would be in its own parallel universe, as Earth is a parallel world to these worlds, and it ain't the only thing in the universe.
Oh.
This isn't to say that the Garden of Light is in a parallel universe, just that the idea of more universes is a thing in Pretty Cure, and that the website statement is not absurd.
Okay,
With all that
fair.
said, back to Speed. We don't know how far the universes that hold the Dark Zone or the Garden of Light are from our universe, nor where they are located in their respective universes. As a lowball, I will simply use the diameter of our universe.
Okay.
Our observable universe is about 93 billion light years long. The feats were in seconds, so let's give 10 seconds even though it seemed to be less than that. That gives nearly 300 quadrillion times the speed of light. Again,
Yeah, bro, Cell,
that
bro,
is
get
lowball.
Cell out of here, bro. Get Cell the fuck out of here. In terms of speed, like I said, I haven't scaled Cell, but from what I'm seeing, these are a lot of zeros, okay? These are too many zeros for my liking. So, unfortunately, Cell, I don't think you... I don't know, that's the thing. I really feel confident that perfect or super perfect Cell could take these females and guy, I guess, I don't know. Guy, girl, I mean, if y'all lesbian, y'all cool, but if you... Doesn't matter. But okay, Go Tanks, yeah. Go Tanks, like I said before, I feel like he could still handle them. He could still, bish bash bosh, But separately, Goten and Super Saiyan is Goten and Super Saiyan stronger than Cell? What am I saying, bro? I can't talk about a different anime while I'm watching a different anime.
The Cures, even in base, are aware of the Dark King's attacks, and, as mentioned before, with just the regular rainbow bracelets, scale above Majin, who should be much faster than Dark King. Now onto the power of
Skill
Pretty
against
Cure.
who?
In base are aware of the Dark King's attacks, and, as mentioned before, with just the regular rainbow bracelets, scale above Majin, who should be much faster than Dark King. Now onto...
Wait, did they say scaled against or scaled above Majin Buu? I'm not tripping, right?
Cures, even in base, are aware of the Dark King's attacks, and, as mentioned before, with just the regular rainbow bracelets, scale above Majin, who should be much faster than Dark King. Now onto the power of Pretty...
Scale above, so... Is saying he's stronger or, like, faster than Majin Buu?
Even in base are aware of the Dark King's attacks, and, as mentioned before, with just the regular rainbow bracelets, scale above Majin, who should be much faster than Dark King. Now...
I don't care. If that's what he said, that's what he said, but I said Gotenks and Gotenks are stronger than Majin Buu, right? Yeah, Gotenks is, because remember, he was still whooping Super Buu, and Super Buu was stronger than Fat Buu, and Gotenks was stronger than Super Buu. So, yeah, I'm still sticking with Gotenks. He was playing with that dude, is what I'm saying. Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 2,
Just how strong
but I'm
are
saying
they?
the current
During
one
the final
now.
episodes of Futarawa, the Seeds of Darkness obtain the Prism Stones. Once they gain the power of the stones, the passive energy of the Seeds of Darkness is more than enough to destroy the Pretty Cure universe, so all three realms. I say more than enough, as the Queen of Light was going beyond her limit to try and stop this energy from destroying everything, and even she couldn't contain it all as the entire universe shook. This likely includes all the parallel universes from Fresh, as the All-Star movies reveal that the fairies know about each other, meaning that they know about the parallel worlds. This means Dark King would also know about the parallel worlds and likely wouldn't let them off the hook, considering he wanted the Prism Stone so he could have still, quiet darkness. Again, this is just their passive power, not even remotely close to them trying or their full power. They get even stronger by fusing into Majin, Rainbow Bracelet Cure Stomp Majin, Dark...
Okay, so this is a different margin in the universe. Okay, it's a different margin, but at the same time, it's this. This was just their passive power, so they were playing with... Okay, so let's hear the full power. Let's hear the full power. God dang.
Not even remotely close to them trying or their full power. They get even stronger by fusing into Majin, Rainbow Bracelet Cure Stomp Majin, Dark King absorbs Majin and slaps the Rainbow Bracelet Cures, and finally, Poron gives his full power to the Rainbow Bracelets, which is strong enough for the Cures to win. This feat is actually even more impressive given the fact that they would likely be destroying the entire space-time continuum. To quickly go over why that's impressive, that would mean they are also destroying time, aka something of a higher dimension.
Hold on.
Don't you remember when you met Zero Lady Tokimi? You were so far outside Zero's sphere of knowledge that she couldn't believe you existed.
According to the laws of the lower dimensions, the existence of any higher dimension is a theoretical impossibility, beyond her comprehension.
That is, destroying a single time-space of universal size is infinitely more powerful than destroying infinite numbers of universes. Yes, fiction has different tiers of infinity. Infinity plus 1 is in full effect. The cures are without a doubt the symbol when it comes to using miracle lights, as even a small amount of miracle lights allow the Duki cures to travel to the future. They could also scale to this in their base in the All-Star films, as they needed about the same amount of miracle lights to beat fusion for the first time, and he temporarily held back their combination attack. Then, during the fight against what should have been a stronger fusion,
But damn.
in a new stage, the cures beat him in base without any trouble. A quick aside is that this might also suggest the cures have immeasurable speed with the miracle lights, as they have the time-traveling power fueling them. Okay, they're that level in All-Stars, but what about my claim about the universal feat involving time? Well, here are a few reasons to think that time is involved. As I mentioned before, the cures can move in frozen time, so they have a connection to time. Secondly, these feats cause rips and tears in space itself. The theory of space-time is that space and time are linked, so affecting one on a grand scale would naturally affect the other on a similar scale.
Okay, go 10, you're fucked. You're clapped. You're being messed up. Hey, to be fair. Nah, but that's when he was absorbed. Super Boo, yeah. Yeah, he was still shattering reality by the Boo Saga. So, okay, so we're going to the next one. That's how I don't... Should I count Trunks? You know what? I'll count Trunks in this time. Trunks is has a clearly he has a reality shattering feat already. So as much as they can shatter time, they could I don't know, bro. What, man, this whole thing, bro. Reality versus time. It's like I can make whatever reality I please, but the time what? Which is what? Okay, I might just say this, like, cause I'm just thinking of this from the Infinity Gauntlet's point of view, which is the strongest stone right there, and I'm stuck between space, time, and reality. Power, mind, soul. I don't really care. It's just time, space, or reality. I don't know. I'm still trapped there.
The equalizing of the time...
Because I can shape reality into whatever I want it to be, but time gotta be involved, and time still gotta be involved with space, and space still need reality. I don't know, bro. It's just the whole trifecta.